Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new Ghostbusters 6-inch Ghost Collection. That's right, we got this new assortment of 6-inch scale action figures of various larger ghosts from the upcoming new Ghostbusters movie. And one of my favorite things about this new Ghostbusters movie, say whatever you want about it, is all of the merchandising. All of the toys are great, especially the ghosts. I've always been a huge fan of ghost toys from Ghostbusters, dating all the way back to the Kenner lines, so I definitely wanted to pick these up. So these three ghosts here are in the new 6-inch scale. They're actually at a $10 price point. So these are at a different price point than the actual 4 Ghostbusters, because I think these are actually meant to be more with the Ecto Minis. These are supposed to be scaled for these. You can actually see that on the back of the box where it shows you the Ecto Minis paired up with these ghosts here. They even have a fun little light up feature that you can try right there in the package. So, I've got 3 ghosts here, being Mayhem, Stay Puft, and Rowan the Destroyer. Oh, that Rowan figure. Remember when I first saw this Rowan figure back at Toy Fair? Yeah, my pictures are all over the internet. Now I'm reviewing him, so here he is. Here's something fun. Look at the Stay Puft here. Stay Puft Balloon Ghost. And you'll even notice looking in the box that he's got like creases on him like he's a blown up balloon. So, interesting note. Probably a bit of a spoiler for the new film there. So the back of all the boxes is exactly the same, showing you the 3 ghosts, showing you the Ecto Minis paired up with the ghost that's in the box. We got a really cool kind of slime green effect on them. I like the packages, but let's go ahead and rip open these toys and take a closer look at them. Alright, so here are 3 new ghosts outside of their packages. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at them. I want to go ahead and start with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, or the Stay Puft Balloon Ghost, as it says on the packaging there. So these are all in the 6-inch action figure scale. So bringing your tape measure here, you can actually see the Stay Puft here almost reaches a full 7 inches tall because of the hat on his head. And he does have that very familiar look with the very happy face there, but like I had pointed out in the package, you can see all the little crease marks on the seams here that make it look like he's an inflated balloon. You can see the back there has got the little battery cover, and that's for the light up feature. When you press the little knot on his tie that he's wearing, it's got this really bright red glow. It just kind of lights up the belly of the figure. Almost like maybe he's being blasted with the proton streams, or he's really angry, because of it. So that's why he's glowing red. I think that's kind of a neat effect. And it's actually a very bright glow. My lights kind of diminish it a little bit here on camera, but it's a nice bright red glow. So he's hollowed out on the inside, of course, because of that. Articulation-wise, obviously the way he's shaped, he's not going to be crazy superposable, right? You couldn't expect that. But the head does swivel left and right. The arms are actually ball-jointed. See that? So the arms can go outwards. They can move forwards and backwards. We do have swivels at the wrist. And then you got the little hinge joints at the thigh. So the legs can go outwards, forwards, and backwards. And you can see he balances well. He stands good. He actually feels well made. The joints are a little loose on his thighs, but it's not bad. He's not falling over. It's actually a really fun toy. This is a really cool action figure. I like it quite a bit. So let's go ahead and bring in Rowan the Destroyer next. Very similar, of course, to Stay Puft. He's all white. This, of course, is like the No Ghost. It's very similar to the Ghostbusters logo, right? He's got a red bow tie, though. That's the one thing that makes him stand out as being a little different. It's funny that this is like the villain, I guess, for the movie, being the Ghostbusters logo. But I do remember all the way back to the original Real Ghostbusters cartoon series, how that intro starts with a ghost like this walking down the street. So it's interesting that they made him the bad guy this time around. You can see this has got an angry face, so this is different than the Build-A-Figure Rowan that comes with the 4 Ghostbusters figures. Articulation is as follows. The head can move left and right. You can see it's a little tight, though. Doesn't move with a very far range. We do have the ball joints at the shoulders, so the arms can go outwards, forwards, and backwards. We got swivels at the elbow, and an elbow bend. It's real tight. There you go. Kind of bend it there. And then swivels at the wrist. Then you got the cut joints at the legs, the thighs there because of the shape of his body, and swivels at the feet. So decent amount of articulation there, so you can actually pose him around. He is hollow. He's very lightweight. Of course, just like with Stay Puft, he has a light up feature. When you press the bow tie, you got that same bright red glow in there. And finally, let's go ahead and bring in Mayhem. Now, Mayhem is definitely the most interesting looking sculpt here. New ghost for the film. We actually have seen him in the trailers there. You can see he's just done in this translucent brown plastic all the way through, with the only real paint deco being on the tongue there, which is pink, and the eyes, which are like these beady little yellow eyes, and kind of get a good close-up for you there. The wings are done in like a translucent pinkish plastic, but you can see it does have a really nice sculpt. I love all the veins and everything in the wings. Pretty sweet there. Again, you got a battery cover on the back. You got a little screw that's poking out there. But the articulation on this guy is pretty decent as well. The wings do have the ability to flap. They don't really move up and down, unfortunately, but they can flap. Looks like the head can move left and right. The horns are a little softer on top. They're a little flexible. You do have ball joints at the arms, so the arms can go outwards, forwards, and backwards. Swivel at the elbow as well as an elbow bend. Swivels at the wrist. You can move the legs at the thighs there up and down. That's the only articulation in the legs, and they are bent so that they can only stand in that one kind of pose there. And the tail also does not move. So, not quite as much articulation, but still a decent amount. And he stands well. He balances. And I say that and he falls over. But he does balance well. I mean, I can stand him there pretty good, you can see. And he does have the same light-up feature as the other guys. If you press this little button that's kind of hidden in the sculpt of his chest or his stomach there, he's got this really bright green glow right in the center where his heart would be, which is actually really creepy. It's a very bright green glow, too. I love that. So, really fun. I actually really like these figures. I think they're really cool. They're at that cheaper price point, being $9.99, and I think they're really nicely made, and they work as just having cool ghosts in the line. And like I said, they're kind of meant to pair up with the Ecto Minis, which are all smaller ghosts. So, you know, if you want to bring in a bunch of the ghosts that you've opened up from your Ecto Minis blind bags, it's kind of fun to get those in there. You can pair them up with your new Ghostbusters Ecto Minis if you want to display them that way on the shelf. But overall, I think they're really fun toys, and they actually do stand alone by themselves, too, if you just want some really cool, creepy new ghost to add to your Ghostbusters collection. So I once again have to give a special shout out to Mattel for sending these along so we can get a good look at them outside of the packages. These are hitting store shelves right now. You can find them at places like Target, Toys R Us, and Walmart. So happy hunting, my friends. And hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, why not hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on a review. Until next time, my friends.